But first, serious safety concerns have been uncovered about a type of transport soaring in popularity. You don't have to go far in London before seeing a Lime bike, but an investigation found faults, including missing pedals and defective brakes. There was even evidence to suggest some bikes needing repair weren't taken off the road straight away. Lime said safety was its top priority and bikes were regularly maintained. But as Rags Martel reports, some bikes may need closer inspection.
They're now part of London life. To many, Lime bikes have become an essential way to get around.
But once you've rented one, how do you know what condition it's in? And more importantly, is it safe?
We caught up with journalist Jim Waterson, who's just done an investigation on Lime bike safety.
What we found was we hired 50 Lime bikes across a stretch of inner London, and we wanted to check whether they were safe to ride and whether there were any mechanical faults with them. What we found was about 1 in 10 of them had something so serious that they should be taken off the road pretty quickly. Some of them had minor faults, some of them were still rideable, but there were things like missing handlebars, missing seats, and most worryingly of all, because you couldn't necessarily notice it, brakes that were considered unsafe by a qualified mechanic. This is lacking a seat. Obviously that's very, very dangerous to ride without it, but Lime have just let us hire it. If you report a problem with a Lime bike, such as a missing seat or something like that, they won't take it out of action. They'll leave it for other people to hire because they think that there might be too many false reports. So their policy is essentially, unless it's an issue with the brakes, we'll leave that bike on the road and check it out later. So there's bikes that we reported with serious safety issues that they have just left available for other people to pay to pick up.
I love them, they're convenient, they're easy, but not that safe.
Sometimes they're not in the best nick. Maybe the pedal doesn't turn as well. Sometimes the bells don't work as well.
I think they're very safe.
Really?
Yeah.
You never have any issues with them?
No.
Second thing, the brakes, not too bad.
James Holloway is a bike mechanic who took part in the investigation.
What's your advice to people renting bikes?
Check it over, check the tyres are inflated, check the brakes are working when you initially ride it, check the saddle isn't wobbling about or about to drop off. If it's not, there's plenty of bikes out there in the wild. Drop it off, hire a new one and file a report with Lime. That's the most important thing. If they don't hear from you, they're not going to know.
In a statement, a Lime bike spokesperson told us the vehicle will be marked for inspection and removed from service if multiple recent reports are received. Our industry-leading approach to safety has resulted in 99.99% of trips ending without a reported incident. But for that remaining 0.01% of riders, they might have safety issues they didn't sign up for. Rags Martel, ITV News.